Welcome to the NTN Nightly. I'm Nisha Charles. This edition's top stories. Prime Minister Honorable Chastanet says government remains at the discussion table with Virgin Atlantic Airways. The Hewanorra International Airport Redevelopment project is on course. Another round of training with school security personnel is completed. All that plus the latest in youth development, sports, and the NTN Nightly. The government of St. Lucia is continuing to explore all available options to mitigating any fallout from the decision by Virgin Atlantic Airways to cancel its services to the island beginning June 2020, including dialogue. Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Honorable Chastanet, says the government is actively in discussions with Virgin Atlantic on the proposed $20 million subsidy the airline is seeking from the government, with a view to arriving at a mutually beneficial agreement. Prime Minister says the government is being duly proactive in protecting the interests of the country. More now from Janelle Norville.
Prime Minister the Honorable Chastanet said that while the government is not opposed to assisting Virgin Atlantic, the means chosen by the airline to obtain that support is not in the best interest of St. Lucia. He noted that the amount of money being requested in comparison to the number of seats being provided and the mechanism chosen, which is a direct subsidy, is not a viable option.
So if you took the number of seats that Virgin currently flies into St. Lucia, which is just under 30,000 seats, you're talking over $100 per seat is really what they were requesting. Now, the dilemma is not just the quantum of money, because $2.5 million is more money than we currently spend for the entire year in marketing in the UK for all of our seats. But the dilemma also is that we have two other carriers on that route. And so would it be fair to have an airline that's been flying here for over 20 years in which the government would give a subsidy of that nature to them? How do you deal with the other two carriers? So from a transparency perspective, it would mean that at minimum you would have to match that amount of money to the other carriers.
The airline is requesting that the government pay a subsidy of $2.5 million per year over the period of 3 years. Honorable Chastanet maintained that the government cannot adhere to this request. However, it remains open to discussions with the airline. Meanwhile, alternatives are being explored.
We have spoken to other carriers about increasing their airlift into St. Lucia from the UK market, and those discussions have gone extremely well. I will be leading a mission to London in early September. The Ministry of Tourism will already be there because I think that we have our tourism week during that same period, and our intentions is to meet with British Airways and some of the other carriers who we've already had preliminary discussions with, but we're actually looking to put together a significant marketing campaign. So even prior to the announcement of Virgin, London and Toronto were two cities that we believe that we have to beef up our investment.
The Prime Minister expressed hope that the government and the airline will be able to reach an amicable decision before June 2020. For the Government Information Service, I am Janelle Norville.
In the coming weeks, works on the Hewanorra International Redevelopment project will begin. Prime Minister Honorable Chastanet made the announcement at a pre-cabinet press briefing on Monday, August 5. The Prime Minister explained what he calls the arduous process of realizing the project and exactly how it will materialize.
Taking something from concept to actually implementation is very painful. Okay, so saying that we get the agreement, so for instance, about a year and a half ago, I was able to negotiate with the Taiwanese for the loan. A year and a half ago. And in that time, the contracts have to be done, and the contracts are several. So one, there is a contract, an agreement, first of all, with the Taiwanese government. The second contract then is with the Exim Bank of Taiwan. And that contract with the Exim Bank, in the case of the airport, is with SLASPA. SLASPA has to negotiate, and SLASPA had to come to the government to get the level of guarantees that we had. And there's a tremendous amount of detail in those contracts.
The Overseas Engineering and Construction Company Limited, the OECC, will supervise the project. The OECC has a long history in the region, having done more than 100 projects in the Caribbean and Latin America, including St. Vincent and the Grenadines Argyle International Airport, which opened in February 2017.
In the case of the airport, we also have to go through planning approval. So the plans have been submitted to the DCA. The master plan for the airport has been approved by the DCA. And my understanding is that the preliminary part, which is the foundation, we're talking about 1,800 piles that have to be done. All that has been given approval to be able to proceed. So once the OECC has finalized the contract with SLASPA, they then will be in a position to finalize the contracts with each of the subcontractors, and then work as we would like to think of it would have been commenced. So that's really going to happen in the next couple of weeks that you will see that taking place.
The St. Lucia Air and Seaports Authority SLASPA recently undertook site preparation work. Another significant step has been taken in the quest by the Ministry of Education, Innovation, Gender Relations and Sustainable Development to secure the nation's schools. Anicia Antoine has the details.
The Ministry of Education, in partnership with the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, have completed a basic security training course for school security officers. This is the second cohort of officers to receive certification in this course, which is equivalent to that of a special police constable. The key areas of the course included ethics and professionalism, patrol procedures, and customer service. Michelle Charles is the Permanent Secretary in the Department of Education, Innovation and Gender Relations.
Security is a major priority. We know of all of the challenges that we have. We know of all of the incidents that have happened at our various schools and our various facilities. And for us, it's not just a matter of securing the compound or the physical structure, but also ensuring that the lives of the persons who work for us are in no way compromised, and we don't want in any way to have you disadvantaged on the job. Hence the purpose of this training. We're hoping that coming out of it, that the knowledge that you would have gathered would provide you with the requisite skills, information to help you do your job in a better manner.
Superintendent Dr. Mashama Seeley of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force stated that the return on investment of the training course should include improved performance, increased confidence, and a willingness to implement what is learned.
The effectiveness of a workplace is highly dependent on you, the employees. The job you do can never be understated because you are required to walk the fine line between serving as an authority figure whilst providing a warm and welcoming atmosphere that supports the educational goals.
Benjamin Fontenelle is a school security officer and participant in the basic training course.
The training was very beneficial for us, educative, and I want to thank the Ministry of Education and Permanent Secretary, each and everyone that has used the initiative to see the necessary steps to upgrade the securities in a vast knowledge where we could acquire a betterment to further ourselves in the society, to protect lives, and to see a betterment for the future and also for the children.
31 security officers received certification at the closing ceremony held at the Police Academy on Monday, the 5th of August, 2019. From the Government Information Service, I am Anicia Antoine reporting.
CARICOM is moving to strengthen food safety in the region. Food safety regulators met recently in Suriname and identified key recommendations to enhance the coordination of measures among CARICOM member states. Jacine Dunkley-Malcolm of the CARICOM News Time report.
The meeting was held from the 23rd to the 25th of July 2019. It was organized by the Caribbean Agricultural Health and Food Safety Agency, CAFSA, a CARICOM institution in collaboration with the Food and Agriculture Organization and the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Husbandry and Fisheries of Suriname. Participants recommended the creation of a Caribbean task force on food safety that will formally coordinate, advise, and strengthen CAFSA's work in that area. The task force will offer advice on prioritization of food safety challenges and how to promote a common food safety agenda for the region, including an approach for harmonization of food safety standards. CAFSA will present the recommendations to the Council of Trade and Economic Development, quoted.
And this is the NTN Nightly. Ryan O'Brien is up next.
I'm innovative.
I'm competitive.
I'm productive.
I am creative.
I constantly improve what I do and how I do it.
I am output-oriented.
I never stop learning.
I give of my best, always.
The National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, embracing excellence.
Welcome back. We join Ryan O'Brien for the latest happenings in youth development and sports.
Welcome everyone to your update from Youth Development and Sports on the NTN Nightly News. I'm Ryan O'Brien. In this edition, we take a brief focus on a program being carried out by boxing coach attached to the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports, Conrad Fredericks. It's been an ongoing program to develop young boxers in St. Lucia, and Fredericks has been working with students from a number of schools around the island. His immediate target is a schoolboy tournament set for Guyana in the middle of the month of August. NTN Nightly recently visited Fredericks at the VG Boxing Gym.
I work with a lot of youngsters, youths from different schools part of the island. I have different schools, Charles, Cicero, Corinth, different youngsters. We're trying to get a young team, a three-man team to represent St. Lucia at the schoolboy tournament in Guyana to be held on the 18th of August. I'm working very hard with the young people just to develop them, not only on the tournament we have in Guyana, but to develop them and to keep them away from off the road. This is a program I'm running for about 3 months now. I run the schoolboy tournament to develop the youngsters. They're working very hard.
Fredericks also notes that the young boxers are showing some dedication to the sport, saying it's not easy keeping up with the training regimen.
They're trying their best to work in my program. They're trying their best to cope with the program. California program is a very hard program. It's a school program. It was a very unique program. It's a very program where you have to keep on to it over and over for replay it, to get it back in your mind. Because it's short programs like 3 minutes around, 3 minutes bag, 3 minutes shadow boxing, 3 minutes skipping. So it's a bit of a routine of like a circuit program. We're running that to develop the youngsters. Because remember, you can't keep youngsters doing one thing over and over because they get fed up very fast.
Coach Fredericks is pleased that the boxers are keen on representing the island at local, regional, and international events. And before we leave you, here's a reminder that St. Lucia's champion Winner Island Schools Games team returned to the island Monday. The Ministry of Youth Development and Sports staged a victory reception at the Financial Administrative Center Tuesday evening to congratulate the members of the team for their hard work and determined efforts in Dominica to bring home the title after more than a decade since last lifting the champion trophy. That's your update from Youth Development and Sports for today. I'm Ryan O'Brien.
Thanks, Ryan. The Mayor of Castries, His Worship Peterson D. Francis, last week hosted a trade mission from the Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers Association, TTMA. The meeting focused on expanding trade relations between Trinidad and Tobago and St. Lucia. It follows Mayor Francis's visit to Trinidad and Tobago in May 2019, where he met with leading business people, members of the TTMA, and local mayors in an effort to improve trade, business, and cultural ties between the Twin Island Republic and St. Lucia. Mayor Francis believes the more Castries engages with the world, the stronger the local economy will be. And stay with the NTN Nightly. Up next, Primus Hutchinson is here with the NTN Nouvelle Arc-Creole.
Do you know me? I've been forced to do this by my trafficker. I was promised a better life, but got forced into domestic servitude. I can be any age. I can be any gender, any ethnicity. I am a victim of trafficking in persons. Know the signs, see it, report it. If you see me, please help me. Call the TIP hotline at 847.
Welcome back. We join Prime Minister Hutchinson for the NTN Nouvelle à Creole.
Merci, Madame. Département qui est responsabilité pour la formation en gouvernement cette ici, GIS, Assembly Télévision Nationale PA, NTN, qui présente Nouvelle à Creole, présente Prime Minister Hutchinson. Les résidents en wet façade sud-est Castries en chemin pour trouver bon soulagement contre des désastres naturels. Comme plusieurs contracteurs en wet la même, j'ai fait application pour travailler à ce projet pour implémenter le canal et travail pour abattre le problème de affalay en résultat des gouttes de l'eau. Ce travail là, c'est effort DVRP, projet pour réduire à ce désastre en pays. Tout ça, c'est pour aider cette ici préparer contre la pluie et cyclone qui est très brutal comme cette ici qui a experiencé changement de climat. Le projet a coûté 4,3 millions de dollars l'agence CTP Caraïbes et l'année espoir qui a porté bon bénéfice et employement pour plusieurs douzaines de résidents en petites communes comme Hudson, Bas-de-Chaussée, Bel-Air, Bergson-Ekmark, Tête-Mark, Forestier, Des-Bas, Sarot, l'Abbaye, Crownlands et Montrouge. Ingénieur des consultants pour le projet, Lester Arnold déclaré que l'initiative ça a venu à l'aide particulièrement pour les résidents Mark et Bergson parce qu'ils ont déjà experiencé un pile terrassement pour plusieurs années après la pluie. Selon Arnold, tout arrangement j'ai complète pour projet ça là. Arnold remarque que ça y a persévéré en temps passé depuis résidents communes engagés dans le projet, la cani un meilleur arrangement pour soutenir ce travail là que j'ai fait comme pour déboucher canal qu'a fait comme ça. Pour ça là, c'est commune qui a trouvé des outils comme fac, piquois, pelle, barreau et l'autre comme ça. Il a ajouté aussi des résidents qui ont trouvé information à la meilleure façon pour ménager et déposer des ordures. Là aussi, un plan pour continuer le travail, ça c'est même qualité de travail comme ça, en commune comme Marchand, Sud de Nuit, Sud Mikou, plus vite que possible. En parlant de ça, chemin sorti Venus à Millet pour entrer en Anslawe, qui a trouvé considération qui est très sérieuse. Chemin Venus à Millet pour traverser au village Anslawe, c'est un qui a apporté bon soulagement pour les gens qui vivent en DC comme ça. Mais après cyclone Thomas en 2010, et Trough qui a dévalisé le pays durant la saison Noël 2013, morceau chemin ça a trouvé affecté et ni besoin attention de réhabilitation. Malgré le truc a servi de l'air. Pour résoudre ça, projet DVRP, j'ai engagé les ingénieurs et Claude Grec pour commencer à planer le travail de réhabilitation et construction pour morceau chemin Venus à Millet pour Anslawe. Ce travail-là a été fait en façon pour abattre et découvrir et développer, résilience contre le changement de climat. La CAI aussi ni certaines précautions en considération de l'environnement et des marches en place pour faire assessment pour préserver Jaco et serpents en wet projet ça et aussi divers plans et pieds bois qui a bas réserve pour CJB ça là ni protection les yoka fait niche et pond. Projet a aussi considéré la rivière qui peut réserve de l'eau Asco et quarry qui peut village Aslawe. Projet a aussi prend précaution pour stabiliser terre et sang pour empêcher affalay. Projet a aussi considéré santé les travailleurs et les résidents qui en commune qui peuvent côté ce travail ça là qu'a fait. Il y a ces assistants pour un décimène camp by maman l'école Garan. Dit que programme là qu'a instruit ses participants en diverses façons. Chevron Léo dit que commencement c'est enfants tenir ti apparence coucha mais quand la camp la continuer yo venu très excité et développer un grand intérêt à ces diverses activités.
Il y a une bonne initiative pour garder manière pour faire. La compagnie pas connaître manière pour faire on bail parce l'école fermée il y a pas de bail pour faire ça va là. So nous fait ça pour ça ni bail pour ça faire pour des semaines là apprendre bail qui servent la travail puisque il y a toujours une activité sur servent la toujours travail soit quitter occupé puis bon et bail pour quitter pour veiller pour l'école fermée encore vous avez pour venir à l'autre semaine encore.
Parmi ces officiers qui étaient présents et adressé cérémonie pour bout activité comme ça là, c'était représentatif pour Babono, le ministre des Affaires agricoles, honorable Ezekiel Joseph. Et c'est comme ça nous avons bout nouvelle là. Aujourd'hui, je remercie autant pour garder et je vous une invitation pour jouer puis moi encore si dire conserver la vie dans les présenter l'autre nouvelle à Créole. À présent, on va vieux présenter au Michel.
Merci on Pill Primus. And here's a look at what's happening to us weather-wise.
Partly cloudy to cloudy skies with scattered showers, some of which may be heavy and isolated thunderstorms. Moisture and instability trailing a tropical wave together with a trough system will continue to cause showers and isolated thunderstorms over the eastern Caribbean islands during the next 24 hours. Another tropical wave located several hundred miles east of the region is moving westward near 12 miles per hour or 19 kilometers per hour. This wave is expected to begin affecting the Lesser Antilles from tomorrow, Wednesday. A third tropical wave located over the central tropical Atlantic is moving westward near 15 miles per hour or 24 kilometers per hour. Tropical cyclone formation is not expected over the tropical Atlantic during the next 5 days. The tide for Castries Harbour was low at 1:37 p.m. and will be high again at 8:16 p.m. The tide for Vieux-Fort Bay was low at 3:04 p.m. and will be high again at 9:23 p.m. The seas slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet or 0.9 to 1.5 meters. The sun will rise Wednesday at 5:49 a.m.
And that brings us to the end of the NTN Nightly. Join us next time at 7 p.m. with a repeat at 7 a.m. You can also catch up with us anytime on the St. Lucia Government Facebook page or YouTube channel. I'm Nisha Charles.